like QA and quants and data interpretation. They have all the number systems, graphs, tables, charts, and logical reasoning. मतलब सभी कुछ है. Yeah. So you can look up the syllabus on their website. It's available. How are you? Did you do the RCs? RC का homework किया?
I was after
Today is English class.
Yes, today is English class. नहीं देखा?
Usually there is a math class, right?
Yeah, usually you have math class, but कल class नहीं होगा. So what happened last night? You disappeared for the second session, and you were also not there for the second one. No? Whole session you were out.
Ma'am, I have been going on my UT dashboard. I cannot find a single test to appear.
You? You have to go into the LPD card. मैम ने शेयर किया है ना पूरा प्रोसेस. व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप नहीं देखता है क्यों? Why don't you look up the word? You have any updates are always on the WhatsApp group. If you don't see that, then you miss out. You look up, ma'am has given the entire step by step कैसे लॉगिन करना है, उसके बाद किसमें जाना है, क्या क्लिक करना है, सब दिया हुआ है. Good afternoon, Arav. Arav, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello. अच्छा, you can do one thing. So हमारे 12th वाले सामने आ गए only one on so I can know whom to focus on more. Can get your paper pen. It's very good. Okay, anybody who has done any of the, have you gone through the RCs? Hmm? Did the ones I told you to do?
The earlier homework, no?
Hmm. Yeah? जो PYQs का था.
इधर मॉड्यूल में ना
हाँ.
मॉड्यूल उस दिन ही हो गया we are done.
Any doubts?
No
नहीं?
answer
Nothing? You did not? कैसे not? All of you just you are online and exit before the class is over. So you don't know. I just wanted to see if you did pay attention for the homework anyway. Bangalore ka is on 13th, no? Bangalore is 13th. That's next Saturday. Okay, so today I have some questions. So you have to pay attention specifically since you have not gone through the paper. So I haven't picked up the RC questions from the paper. So RC questions you will do on your own. And if you haven't downloaded the paper, I'll do one thing, I'll share it on the group. So you can do it.
Did you share me with
Huh?
ये जो देखा
Share नहीं होना है.
आरव को पूछो नेटवर्क का मुझे तो नहीं
Arav
कैमरा
कितना
बंद
video?
है शायद आपका कैमरा बंद है क्या
Camera बंद है.
हाँ नहीं वो अटेंडेंस हुआ सर अभी ये अटेंडेंस नहीं हुआ
Sharing को दिखा रहा है पर इधर नहीं दिख रहा. Arav, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you see?
IMB test sample papers.
Oh. Okay, so today I'll do some of the questions from the sample paper. And this for everyone will do it. Even if you're not appearing for it right now, next year to appear on it. Right? Okay, so the first set is, this will be a passage. They've given a passage with blanks. That is the closed passage, which we had done earlier. You just fill in the blanks. So what you will do is first read them before I give you the. You just go through the passage and then you will do it part by part. So everyone just read through it. People can see.
Are there no options in this?
I'll give you the options. I told you to just read through. और बैंगलोर में सैंपल पेपर का सॉल्यूशन दिया नहीं है, so we can solve this. I have tried to solve that. देख लिया? Just skim through it and then we'll read properly again. So if you see there are more than 2 blanks in a sentence.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon, Parth. What happened? आराम से आ गए हो?
नहीं कॉलेज गया था मेरे से
Have okay, Parth, can you come and sit this side? This way, sir. Have you filled up any form?
Peter what?
Christ का form भरा?
No.
नहीं भरा. Bangalore का तो नहीं भरा. You don't have that. Okay, went through this. So now we'll take it part by part with the options. So 6 blanks, 6 set of options. So the first one, क्या हुआ? Okay, we'll just read it again. For half a century, Peter G. Drucker has been teacher and advisor to senior managers in business, human service organizations and government. So he advises, or maybe we can say mentors, the senior level managers. Sometimes called the godfather of modern management, he dash an acute understanding of socio-economic dash with practical insights into how leaders can turn dash into opportunity. Right? So you have 3 blanks for this particular sentence. You can attempt till blank 3. You can write your answers. First blank. Coordinates. Do you think coordinates will fit in? Actually, let's see. According to you, it is combines or coordinates. Okay. Yes, everybody? Meher? Can you sit that side? I can't see your face. उधर बैठो नहीं तो सामने आ जाओ. Okay, first one, everyone has got your answers? Write them down, I'll ask all 3 together. Simple words, but you have to be able to figure out what fits in. Done 3? Okay, do all 6. Strata. Strata means level. Do all 6 of them and fast. Keep writing your answers.
All might be different, right? Like अगर first का second है तो second का भी second वाले row में से होगा या फिर
What blank number and options are given. This is your 1 here. So your question number 1 is this. Question number 2 is this. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blanks. Options are there. But I wanted to fit them in 1 page. one slide. So it's the same fill in the blanks ka concept, but in a paragraph form.
Wait, can you repeat how's the answers?
Blank number 1, question 1. This is first one. Blank number 2, your options 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of writing them downwards, I've written them horizontally.
So it's like
So coexist, combines, cooperates, coordinates. Huh?
It goes like that. So that's
Yeah,
why
it goes like that. So second options are steps, layers, strata, forces.
This comprehension
मुझे वही लगा तो ये गलत बात है।
Achha, now come up with your answers first. Arav, can you have your video on?
Ma'am, I actually have a problem in my camera, so I cannot. Sorry.
Okay. So try to do all 6 of them. And remember, when you have fill in the blanks like this, how much time for 6 blanks? 4 minutes. So I am B, how many questions do you have? Do you know? I am B, total number of questions is 60 with 120 minutes. 3 marks, 3 plus 3 minus 1. Yeah? Total 60. Huh? Total is 120 minutes. Total marks are how much? I and B ka 60 questions. 3, no? 180 marks. 3 marks per question. So each of them is 3.
And now how much is the cutoff?
Cutoff तो वो बाद में decide होगा ना.
User cutoff.
Cutoff, different universities have different cutoffs. So we can't have the same cutoff for all. IMB का अभी cutoff किसी को
और
नहीं.
every year change भी होगा.
Every year it changes. And usually it goes up. Because there are more students applying each year. हो गया? Done? But till 3 इतने slow करने से नहीं होगा. Keep writing your answers. You're waiting. Everyone? All? अभी तक third तक ही पहुंचे. Okay. So we'll begin with the first one. I can't wait so long. First one, sometimes called Godfather of modern management, he dash an acute understanding of socio-economic dash with practical insights. So we are talking about putting together, he has an understanding of socio-economic something with practical insights. So what is he doing? He's combining his understanding, right? So because the key word here is with. That's what gives you the. So remember, we always look for clues, right? So there are 2 things his understanding is being used for. Coexist, nahi aayega. Combine will be your answer. Cooperates, he doesn't cooperate his understandings, right? Coordinate understandings, it's close but doesn't fit into this answer. So it is combines. Okay, second one. Understanding of socio-economic dash with practical insights. Socio-economic what with practical insights? Steps, layers, strata. Steps, layers, strata all point towards the same thing. Right? step layer strata means one by one something is happening. Does that fit in? No. Socio-economic, when you talk about economics, so economic forces, socio-economic forces that are acting on the economy. So it will be forces. Okay, third, what's your answer?
Authority.
Authority? Power.
Authority is wrong.
What's your answer? Authority. Shrish? Third one. Third one? Didn't get it? Huh? Anushree? Power. Okay, let's see if these fit in. Now, if you look at power, authority, they are close. Right? Okay, one thing you have to remember that if there are two or more answers which are similar, of the same level, not even like one is stronger, the other is less strong. And most probably that will not be the answer. You know?
Both.
Now, power authority means the same. Yes or no? Hmm? Okay, let's read the. Okay, still we'll see whether it fits in or not. It says, with practical insights, how leaders can turn dash into opportunity. Turn something into opportunity. What do you turn into opportunity? If you have power, you already have opportunity. If you have authority, you already have opportunity. What do you turn into opportunity? Something, some problem can be turned into opportunity, right? So the answer will be turbulence. Turn turbulence into opportunity. So something negative can be turned into something positive, right? So here it is turbulence.
What does advocacy mean?
Advocacy is when you are discussing something or standing up for something. You are advocating for social rights or economic growth. You are advocating for a lower interest rate. So here your answer will be turbulence. Or nahi hai kya? Sorry, it's not working. चलेगा बेचारा? No, it's not working. Call somebody to tell. Okay, number 4 now. Have you done 4? Thank you. Read, do 4, quick.
Now view.
Huh? View.
View.
With a ray dash for synthesis, Drucker nourishes his dash mind on a full range of intellectual disciplines. With a ray dash for synthesis. What do you mean by something for synthesis? Can synthesize, analyze. So he has a ray, what for analysis? Give. Because here the word is ray. It won't be, and later on they talk, Drucker nourishes his dash mind on a full range of intellectual disciplines. So he has a rare gift. Won't be rare view. Right? What was your answer? View tha? So, see, here if you see, they have not given you very difficult words. Simple words, but you have to analyze carefully. So, rare what? Rare view of, so he has a quality, right? Okay, next one. So here will be gift. Fifth one, what's your answer? Then do it. Anyone? Okay, do it now. Try again. Ducker nourishes his dash mind on a full range of intellectual disciplines.
Complex.
Huh? What
Complex.
mind? Complex mind. Perplex. It's not complex, it's perplex. Perplex means you are perplexed by something, means confused or surprised, right? So won't be perplexed. Doubling doesn't fit in. Insatiable. What does insatiable mean?
Satisfied means satisfied.
Satisfied. Insatiable means he's not satisfied. He has a hunger for learning more. Right? So write the meaning of insatiable.
Not satisfied.
Yeah. So it is like wanting more, wanting to learn more. So his mind is insatiable. He is not satisfied with what he knows. Insatiable mind on a full range of intellectual disciplines. So he has a rare gift of synthesis and he nourishes his insatiable mind. Insatiable. Okay, question number 6. Yet he learns most from in-depth conversation with clients and students. A global network of men and women who dash their ideas from actions and act on ideas. So what do these clients and students do? So what are they doing with their ideas? He is learning from conversation with these students and clients. So they are discussing, right? A global network of men and women who dash their ideas from action and act on ideas. So what do they do to their ideas from action? It says draw, establish, comment and provoke. So ideas, you draw your ideas. Correct? So do you think it's doable? You have to be careful. It's simple, doable. You have to apply your brain. So analyze before you mark an answer. So if you look at any of the words or even the passage, is it difficult? It's a simple thing. Words are also not difficult. All you have to do is look at what it is talking about. Right? What is the sentence saying? So most of your clues will come from the sentence itself. Good now? Okay, next part. Your questions 7 to 10. So you can try these. Meg, I said something. 7 to 10, quick. Solve these, write your answers. So since 1946, let's go one by one. Chalo, 7, 8, 9, 10, continue. We'll do it one by one. Since 1946, when his book Concept of the Corporation redefined employees as a resource rather than a cost, Drucker's works have become an ever-growing dash for leaders. Drucker's works have become what for leaders? in every major culture, particularly among Japan's top decision makers in the critical stages of their dash to world business leadership. So, the leaders in every major culture, particularly in Japan, when they have to make decisions, they refer to, we can say, right? Refer to Ducker's work. So, what can we say? Strength, contribution, resource, discussion. Now, discussion will not come in, yeah? Because what we are talking about, his book is what to them, right? Strength, and ever-growing strength for them doesn't really make sense, right? He may be a strength. We are talking about his works. So all the articles he has written, all the books he has written, when these readers are reading, when these, say, leaders, so the industry leaders are reading his books, so what can we say his books are? Huh? Have become, grammatically contributing will not come in. Have become, they have become resources, right? So you also have to look at the entire sentence, not just the blank. Have become resource, or have become, okay, another thing, have become an ever-growing resource, right? So, the resource, not contribution. Okay, number 8. So, resource for leaders in every major culture, particularly among Japan's top decision makers in the critical stages of their dash to world business leadership. What are they doing to the world business leadership? In their what to world business leadership? Can we say fate? Fate to? No. Destiny and fate are the same. Future, destiny, fate, same thing. Right? What are we left with? Rise to. Right? So if you see fate, destiny, future, now if you say fate doesn't fit in, destiny, future also won't fit in. Leads to the same thing. So, rise to world business leadership. Okay, number 9. Come up with the answer. Think carefully. Don't get fooled by the options. A dash share of productive organizations worldwide are led by men and women who consider Ducker their intellectual guide, if not their personal dash. So, a dash share of productive organizations consider Ducker their intellectual guide. Lamentable. What do you mean by lamentable? What do you mean by lament? Anyone? Lament means? You lament something means?
Create.
You lament means you regret, you are in grief, you lament somebody's death, right? Lamentable would be a negative word. So, lamentable is not the answer. So, a dash share of productive organizations. So, what do they do? Consider Ducker their intellectual guide. So a large number of people consider, or a large number of organizations consider him their guide. So what word will come in?
Projective.
Projective would be when you are talking about the future. You are projecting the future. So it will be projective won't, possessive won't come in. Lamentable gone. Projective is when you are talking about something, a share of something in the future. So only word left is goodly. So a good amount of people, right? A good amount, considerable. So if considerable was there instead of goodly, you would take that. But that's not there, right? So the only word which can fit in is goodly.
But goodly is no word like that.
Goodly, it can be used. We don't really use it. Like in archaic language, it used to be used. Contemporary language, we don't use it.
Because we have been taught that there is no word like goodly.
Goodly as an adjective doesn't exist. So good, goodly is not. But if you say a good amount of people, a large amount of people, then we can say. Right? Okay, number 10. Mentor. Personal mentor or guide. So this comes from who consider them their intellectual guide, if not their personal mentor. Right? Got it? So how will you go about these questions? Now the closed passages will come not only in Bangalore, the closed passages come in Christ, they come in, sometimes they do come in JIPMAT also, for never know. हाँ? IPMAT में नहीं है. IPMAT में 4 blanks तक है. Not this time. Not a big passage. In fact, symbiosis.
CET वगैरह में भी आता है.
CET में भी आएगा. CET, then CUET, all of them. Okay? So what you have to do? Read carefully. Read the sentence carefully first thing. Look for clues in the sentence. Right? So most of these, the clues were in the sentence itself. What word will fit in? And if you have more than 2 words which mean the same, that's not your answer. Unless remember in analogy we did 2 words meaning the same but the degree is different. So if the degree is different, it may fit. But if the degree is same, won't fit. Right? Now here are some questions on grammar. So this is what they have given in the sample paper. Questions 11 to 14. Read each sentence to detect whether there is any error in it. Mark the part which has the error. So you can do question number 11 first. So remember, when we are doing grammar, what do we have to keep in mind? Most grammar questions test you on what? Subject verb agreement, pronouns, tenses, parallelism, prepositions, sometimes prepositional phrases, right? Verbs. So the first sentence. If he would have prepared his lecture well in advance, it would have been the best lecture in the entire conference. So what do you think? Read carefully and just point out the part which is not.
Is correct.
You are asking or telling?
I'm asking.
You have to figure out which part is wrong, or is there no mistake? So, second one is lecture well in advance. So what is the sentence? Okay, what is the sentence in general talking about? That if he had prepared his lecture properly, it would have been better. It would have been the best lecture, right? So now if he would have prepared. Now if you see, it begins with if, right? Now whenever we have an if coming in, what was the rule? It should be in the past tense, right?
Had.
Huh?
If
And the
had-
auxiliary verb will be would. Now here they have given the main verb as would, which is wrong. Rather it should be if he had prepared his lecture well in advance, it would have been the best lecture in the conference. So the error is in the first part. Shrish, are you paying attention?
Yes.
Hmm? Okay, number 12. Which one are you reading?
Second one is
Second part. What should it be?
had.
I had forgotten. So it should be in the past tense. So if one part of the sentence is in the past, entire part should be in the past. Right? Okay, number 13. Hmm? 13. Third part. As this I read. What should it be? Hmm? Kathy?
First one. For me, first one.
First part. Third, second, first, last, सब में कुछ ना कुछ है. Everyone's got a different answer.
This is no error.
Okay. Who says first part should be
I
changed? So
So
what should it be?
had should be replaced by had.
Second part says which belong to different disciplines. That's in the present. First part is also in the present. So in that case, we should change both. Lena? So? Read it again. Read the complete sentence properly. No other library in town has so many books which belong to different disciplines as this library. So no other library as this library. Comparison as is correct. And in the middle we have has so many books which belong to different disciplines. All in the present tense. This sentence has no error. So it's not always that there should be an error. There can be a sentence without any error. So here we have no error. It should be number 4. Okay, 14. People pay tribute to him on account of his dedicated and selfless service for the nation and its people. What do you think?
I'm second is wrong.
Dedicated and selfless service.
Dedication.
Dedication. Yeah. Second one.
We are talking about selfless service. Dedicated and selfless service. So the service is being described by dedicated and selfless. Right? The error is very simple.
So second would be the answer.
No. For his service, what type of service? Dedicated, selfless is what? Dedicated and selfless are the two adjectives that are describing the service. Right? Huh? First part, what should it be?
Third one. Third one.
Third one.
Towards the nation. I guess. To the nation.
Towards the nation or to the
To
nation?
the nation.
For the nation नहीं होगा. Service to or service toward. So here this for the nation is wrong. Right? So you were looking at everything else but what was hiding there. Okay? So read carefully. Okay, now some vocabulary.
In these questions, do we need to just write the option or we have to write the correct?
No, they'll give you the options.
No. Do we need to just mention the options or we have to write the correct answer or?
That depends what is given. You don't have to write any answer. You just have to click. Online. So you have to just click the correct option. So this was a sample paper they haven't given. They've just given the questions, not that way, but options will be given. Okay. What about this one? Choose a word which is most nearly the same in meaning to the word given in bold letters. So first we have to know what the word means. Dormant. Dormant
Something
means
that is like quiet for a
inactive.
long time. Yeah.
Like dormant volcanoes are suddenly erupted, right? So dormant means which is inactive, quiet. So what could be similar to dormant?
So option C means something that is quiet.
Quiescent. Quiescent means something that is calm.
Also option C.
Yeah. So gentle is not really dormant. Prosperous and harmful are not even related. Your correct answer is quiescent. Okay. Now we come to 16. Germane. You come across this word. Remember? If you don't remember, germane. Germane means germane would mean something that is relevant.
Something that is
Relevant.
Accustomed.
Accustomed. What do you mean by accustomed? You are used to something, that is accustomed. You are accustomed to waking up late, or you are accustomed to.
Pertinent.
Huh?
Pertinent. First one.
Okay, third one you said. What does prejudice mean? Think. We've come across this word quite a lot of times. Pertinent. Pertinent means something that is important or relevant. It is pertinent for all of you to do the questions before the exam. It is pertinent to read the directions carefully. Right? So, something that is relevant or important is pertinent.
I know that prejudice is mostly negative only. Then what's the
Prejudice means a bias. You have a bias against something, that is prejudice. Right? Attractive viewpoint. 3 more. Laconic. We had done this. I think this question also we had done. This is from some of the paper also. Laconic. There were 2 words we had done, lactocious and laconic. Huh? Sorry? Laconic means? Huh? No. Laconic means concise. Or like when you're talking about somebody is laconic, uses few words. Using few words or concise. His speech was laconic, means he didn't say much, right? So you would say it is concise. Yeah, terse also we have done. Okay, so if we say expansive is the opposite, yeah, we can eliminate. So if we go with the, even if we don't know all the meanings, we can remember, we can eliminate what we know. Operational, nothing to do with laconic or concise. Realistic, nothing to do with concise. What are we left with? Terse. Terse also means like something very, very concise, or somebody is terse means he is very withdrawn or doesn't say much. His answer was terse, means very short. Okay? Abrupt. Those are the words that will come from terse. Okay, next one. Prodigious. This I think should be able to do. So, prodigious. Prodigious comes from prodigy. You know what prodigy is? Prodigy, you hear about child prodigy. Somebody who is really good at something, exceptionally talented. Huh? Dramatic. No. Prodigy is usually outstanding, or it is even, now here if you see, it won't, prodigious means extremely talented. Extremely. Right? So it won't be dramatic. Wasteful is opposite. Now between outstanding and phenomenal. Outstanding and phenomenal mean more or less the same. Right? But there is a difference in degree.
Phenomenal is referred to a situation or an act. Phenomenal would be more referred to situation or act.
Situation or act, or his, you can say, his acting skills are phenomenal.
Yeah. Situational or maybe.
It can be used for situation, it can be used for a person, it can be used to describe a certain thing, something which is more than something that is related to extreme, right? So between outstanding and phenomenal, what will we choose for prodigious? Phenomenal. So his, say when you're talking about prodigy means his talent is phenomenal, right? Not just outstanding, but phenomenal. So when you have two options which are close, you go with the one which fits in better.
So prodigious means phenomenal.
Prodigious means exceptional talent. Something exceptional. When you talk
I
about,
didn't understand this.
okay, when you talk about prodigy, a person, say somebody did his PhD in, at the age of 18. Yeah? So what do you call that person?
Yeah, sure.
A child prodigy. Right? So that means that person has some exceptional talent, exceptional brain, exceptionally good at academics. So we say outstanding or phenomenal?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Right? Not just outstanding. Okay, number 19.
Below me.
Hmm?
Below me.
To be refreshed as well.
Huh?
To be refreshed as well.
Refreshed. What do you mean by melancholy? Huh?
Melancholy.
Melancholy means?
Like a jolly nature something.
Is the opposite.
Oh,
Melancholy is somebody who is brooding, always sad. Like a melancholic poet would be somebody who writes sad poetry. That way. Melancholy refers to something which is not exciting.
Melancholic means itself gloomy.
Huh?
Melancholic means itself gloomy.
Yeah, it means gloomy. So it won't be possessive. It won't be refreshed. Refreshed is the opposite. Derogatory is not melancholy. It's gloomy. Got it? Meg? Got it? Okay, 3 more words, 4 more words. So they've given a lot of, and here they are looking for the most oppositive meaning. Okay? Assiduous. I remember we had done this word in class. Does it look familiar?
Something that what is
I'm
arts?
not sure, but maybe something that is working very hard and
Yes.
making sure everything goes well.
Hardworking.
Yeah.
Puts in every effort. Right? That is assiduous. So assiduous here will be, opposite of assiduous would be
Indolent.
indolent. Right. What does timid mean? Shy. Yeah, that won't be the answer. So precarious means
More extra care maybe.
precarious, dangerous. It's a precarious situation. Dangerous situation.
Yes.
Indolent is the answer. Inelegant is something that is not elegant. Yeah, assiduous is hardworking. Extremely hardworking, you can say. Okay, 21, rampant. That's a common word. Must have come across. Rampant. Means?
Ma'am, the opposite of it will be restraint.
First tell me, what does rampant mean?
Rampant, very critical situation.
No, not critical situation, but
Something very important or crucial.
no. Think of something, a sentence with rampant. Where have you heard rampant? No.
I've heard rampage,
Yeah. Rampage means people going out of control.
yeah.
Yeah. Rampant is also something that is out of control, but not people, but a situation. A rampant situation means something which you can't do something about. Right? So something that is not in your control, or something, say something spread rampantly. So it is a widespread, uncontrolled spread.
Just it is focused to avoid a critical situation.
Yeah, it can be a situation. Right?
So it could, we can
So-
say rampant is also a critical situation.
Huh?
We can also say that rampant is a critical situation.
Not really critical. We won't use the word critical. We would say something that is uncontrollable.
So critical is more like a word.
Yeah, critical is something which is important, or it is like something which has to be put into control, that way. Rampant is in general something that is not in control. Right? So if something is not in control, then the opposite should be related to control. So it is restrained. That's your answer. Yeah?
So restraint means in control.
Restrain means what?
Relief.
To? Not really. Restrain means? So what does restrain means? You are restraining something. You are restraining maybe your thoughts.
Taking back or taking control.
Holding back, keeping in control. So restrain is keeping in control, right? Dubious means
very false or very
false, yeah, related to false. Dubious is something that is not pure, yeah, a dubious person or dubious character, can say. So derogatory, you all know. Derogatory. A derogatory remark means a negative remark, which is not good. Okay, salubrious.
When I see the
Salubrious.
option 3 to 1, it feels like it is referring to a situation or a thing which wasn't favorable or which wasn't expected. So I would be going for the fourth one.
Unscrupulous.
Yes, I don't know the meaning of unscrupulous nor salubrious, but
Yeah, salubrious you haven't come across till now.
but I think
So salubrious means something related to something that feels good, favorable, pleasant. So we can say it is pleasant. Or if you're talking about a situation or even something, it means something that is pleasant or favorable. So opposite will be
option.
unfavorable. Yeah, not unthinkable or unscrupulous.
what is now unscrupulous?
Unscrupulous means, bolo, who can know? Unscrupulous? Think.
Favorable,
Huh?
which is not
Unscrupulous. His actions are unscrupulous, means they are very dangerous. They are not thought, he doesn't think properly before doing something. Right? That is unscrupulous. That is
very
putting people in danger. So scrupulous would be not thinking properly, or it is close to being dangerous. Right. So
unscrupulous means dangerous.
yeah. Unscrupulous now usually you would say unscrupulous is more like, what can I put in as simple words?
A confusion between scrupulous and unscrupulous.
Scrupulous would be well thought of. Unscrupulous is not well thought of, where you actually end up doing something stupid, something dangerous. So here your answer will be, your answer will be unfavorable.
Yeah.
So salubrious, you've written the meaning. Okay, perilous. Safe will be there. Peril means danger. Perilous means dangerous. Right? So cheerless, grimy. Grimy is also like cheerless or something which is not good. So got these?
Wait, what was the meaning of unscrupulous?
Not well thought of.
Actions
Actions which lead to something dangerous. Not well thought of. Okay, some simple fill in the blanks. So identify the most effective word from the fill.
Just second. The previous slide we had about creamy,
Grimy.
grimy.
Yeah.
So that is like something negative. No.
Yeah, grimy, grime. Related
Now what
to
is favorite?
grime. Grime means,
Unseen.
what does grime mean? Huh? Grime.
Why means without a reason or without a motive.
Not really.
Without a motive, we live something was.
No, that wasn't grimy. Grimy usually refers to something which is unpleasant. Like if you go out and say you are going out and it is there's lots of pollution, you go to a factory, you come out of it, your clothes are full of soot and oil, that's grimy, right? Unpleasant. So if you Extended means an unpleasant situation. Or it could also be dull. Okay, these two questions. He tends to dash any suggestions I make in meetings.
What's the meaning of Clement?
Hmm? Clement, think. Clemens, Clement would mean what? Clement is something that is mild, calm, or somebody who is very kind. That is also Clement, merciful. So he tends to dash any suggestion I make. So think about what won't fit in. Precipitate would be related to what? So what do you mean by a precipitate? Something that settles down, right? So precipitate also means another meaning of precipitate would be being impulsive. Yeah? Impulsive to a situation or doing something suddenly which is not expected. Yeah? Or leading to some sudden change. That is also precipitate. So here what will fit in? Now we are talking about I make some suggestions in the meeting and he does something to it. Right? So venture would fit in. Venture means you venture out to do something. Yeah? Or you are taking up a new venture, means you are doing something positive. Right? Now if Clement means calm or merciful, would that fit in? No. Precipitate will fit into this situation. Not really. Okay? So discount. Now discount literally means what?
Counter on something.
Hmm?
Counter on something.
Counter on something, making something less.
Yeah.
That is discount. So he tends to counter any suggestion or like he doesn't give importance to my suggestion, right? So here your answer will be discount. Okay, next one. He dashed the children to open their eyes and ears to the beauty of life.
Admonish.
Hmm? Admonished. What does admonish mean?
How do I
Admonish
like
means
making them realize,
Motivate.
is the opposite of motivate. Admonish somebody, rebuke.
showing them the real truth.
Like you're scolding them,
Unmotivated.
unmotivate them.
Demotivate.
Demotivate. Sorry, demotivate. So admonish will not fit in. See, what is the sentence talking about? The children to open their eyes and ears to the beauty of life. So we can't think of something negative over here, right? Won't be negative. So it won't be admonish. Promise doesn't fit in, right? Now we are left with compliment exhorted. He complimented them to open their eyes?
No.
Doesn't fit in. We can say like he told them to open their eyes or inspired them to open their eyes, something of that sort, right? So not complimented. So we are left with exhorted. That is the answer. Now what is the meaning of the word exhorted? That we should know. Exhort means to strongly encourage somebody to do something, right? Push them to do something. So encourage to do something. So he encouraged the children to open their eyes. Right? So exhorted fits in. So even if you don't know the meaning of exhorted, still you can figure it out because others don't figure it out. Okay. So here we have select the current option to fill in the blank. Companies talk of investing in factories and governments and infrastructure, but there is a softer, less dashed focus of investment that can be more important, and it is knowledge and skills. So we are talking about companies talk of investing in what? So you are investing in. So if you break it down, simplify. Invest. They could, but so there is a contrast to investing in infrastructure, so you can invest in knowledge and skills. So this knowledge and skills are less dash focus, less tangible, right? So wholesome, cumbersome, predictable. Cumbersome means? Okay, when we say wholesome, what does it really refer to? Total. So wholesome usually refers to something, usually we relate it to food or health, healthy options, or a wholesome attitude towards life. Yeah? Cumbersome means? Is it a positive word or negative word?
Sounds negative.
Sounds negative. Cumbersome means what? No idea?
Trying to resolve things.
No.
Maybe.
It's cumbersome to carry all these things up the hill. Difficult. Right? Or rather we would say, when we talk about cumbersome, cumbersome usually refers to something that is not good or it is too difficult to do. Right? Clumsy. Clumsy and difficult combination will be cumbersome. Right? Predictable, you know. Predictable doesn't fit in over here. Tangible does fit in. Tangible means?
Tangible means something physical.
Visible.
Huh?
Something physical that you can touch.
That you can do.
You can touch.
You can touch. You can feel and touch. So something that is more solid. Right? So it is less important, you can say. So tangible is something that is important. So here we are saying something that is less tangible focus. So less, not really important, but something that is not so much important. Right? So we can take it in that sense. Okay, what about this?
What's the exact meaning of tangible?
Tangible is something that exists in physical. We can see, we can feel. Something that is important to everybody. Right? That way we can talk about it. So let's see what we have here. We are talking about an idiom. The applicant for the gym membership was reluctant to dash until she verified all the pros and cons of the facility. Not wanting to do what? Reluctant to raise the bait, rise the bait, rise to the bait, raise to the bait, raise the bait. These are not idioms that fit in here. They are not idioms in fact. Sign on the dotted line, sign off on the dotted line. What is the sentence talking about?
Sign on the dotted line.
So the sentence is talking about that she did not want to applicant for the gym membership was reluctant to dash until she had verified all the pros and cons of the facility. So she wanted to be sure before signing the contract, right? So sign on the dotted line is the correct answer. Sign on the dotted line means to make a commitment, or literally it would be sign a contract. So if you take it as an idiom, it means to commit. Right? Now here we have a paragraph. So you have options given to you, right? And you
Are we in PYQ or is the sample paper?
These are from the sample paper. So this one is from last year's Bangalore. They had a course. They have a course, in fact, which is an online DBE course.
Yeah, DBE.
Yeah. So it was from last year's sample.
This whole questions are from Bangalore.
These are all Bangalore questions so far. Options are given, so it becomes easier. So what is the first sentence? What should a first sentence look like?
Introduction.
Introduction. Yeah. So the most general one which is introducing the topic, what can that be? So you can eliminate options which doesn't have that as a first sentence. Shrish, you are not doing this one. So when you read all of them, first think of the opening sentence.
It is clear that the answer is between 1 and 2.
Huh?
The answer should be between 1 and 2.
So according to you, A is the opening sentence?
Yes.
Okay. So what comes after A? Now both the options are B after A. So we take it as B will come after A. Right? Now among all of them, the rise in inflation is a global phenomenon. That is the most general sentence available. Right? So rise in inflation is a global phenomenon, so it is the topic introduced to inflation. So we can, if we take that as an introductory sentence, we can eliminate 3 and 4. So if you look at D, can D be an opening sentence? No. Can C be an opening sentence? No. C is not better than A. So now between 1 and 2, we have A, B, both of them. Right? So we just look at B and try to figure out what comes after B.
1, I feel like 1 is the answer.
You feel like 1 is the answer?
Because in the second sentence, you are talking about the bank, the third sentence controlled by the central bank, which is D, whereas the third sentence in the second option, which is just talking about policy makers, which is not directly correlated to B1.
So B is talking about the Reserve Bank of India recently signaled higher short-term interest rates. By and large, it has preferred to restrain an explosive growth of bank lending only in certain sectors where bubbles are seen to be developing. So it's talking about the central bank, the Reserve Bank is the central bank obviously, and it signaled high short-term interest rates. Now what can be a mandatory play with that? D can be a mandatory play. F can be a no, can F come after or D come after? That's the only thing we have to see. Right? Can F come? No, what comes as a mandatory pair?
D.
D. So answer is 1. Even if you don't look at the others, your answer is 1. Right? So I have some questions from Christ BBA. So even if you're not appearing for the Christ exam, questions are more or less the same. Right? So we can do these at least for revision and practice. Yeah? Okay, try these two. Simple ones. Huh? Account for, right? So, courage, you must dash for his mistake. If we talk about courage, you must have the courage to, right? Own up for your mistake. Account is always followed by for.
Even dedicate it will be 2, no?
Dedicate to.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Adjust to.
Adjust to. Now we have 4 over here. So the only option, and anyway it's talking about mistake. So you account for your mistake. Okay, second one, next one. The juice of gooseberry is said to be, now we have come across this word.
Don't know, ma'am. Never had any juice of gooseberry.
Huh?
None gooseberry,
Gooseberry does have juice.
Yes.
You can extract gooseberry juice.
None basically it comes with an extract that we have to dilute it.
Whatever you do with it.
Ma'am, I feel like slippery because meaning of it is, as you said earlier, is pleasant or favorable.
The juice of gooseberry is said to be what? Now, savory means? Huh? Savory is something that is salty, not sweet, salty. Sweetly, now is gooseberry sweet?
Yes, sir.
Not really sweet, it is more,
Gooseberry is sweet.
it's a little sour sweet.
It's not sweet.
It's not sweet as such,
Yeah, it's sweet.
little on the sour side. So, what can we say? It's said to be sweetly. Just sweetly fit in grammatically. If they had said sweet, then we would have thought about it. Sweetly, no. Right? So we are left with lugubrious and salubrious. Now salubrious we had come across. It means pleasant. Right? So it can fit in. But do we know what lugubrious is? It could fit in if we, maybe, right?
Salubrious means?
We came across the word, did you write it? See, you had it in. Okay, so lugubrious does mean gloomy and sad. So that is a big word for gloomy. Let me write it down. So gloomy and sad would be lugubrious. Right? So our answer here would be salubrious, which is pleasant. It is good to taste, we can say. Right? So 2 new words to remember. Okay, so we are talking about improving a sentence. Okay, so I forgot to put it down with the spaces. So your options are he has tried, he have trying, he had been trying, and no improvement. The bracketed portion you have to see whether it is correct. Why can't you just be done with what he dash to tell you since so long. He has been trying to tell you. He has tried to tell you. Now we have since so long. So it should be a continuous tense, right? So if it's a continuous tense, then what should come in? Is it correct as it is?
If C is wrong, then it is correct.
Read the sentence. Why can't you just be done with what he has been trying to tell you since so long? Now try reading the sentence with the other options. He has tried, double pretend. Now, since so long, we need a continuous tense. He has been doing something from a long time. Since a long time. Right? So, trying has to be there. He have been trying is wrong. Yeah? Had to been trying is also wrong. What is given is correct. He has been trying is the correct form. Right? Now, if your options are given, it doesn't have to be that what is given is wrong and the other options are correct. And if you have any doubt, put in the other options and see if they fit in. Right? None of these are grammatically correct, so no improvement required. Okay, number 19.
C.
Huh? Even after all the fuss, the companies dash a consensus, have still not reached a consensus. Right. Anybody else? What do you think? What's the answer? Mac? Easy one.
Have still not reached. C1.
C1, have not, still not reached. So it is in the past tense, right? After all the fuss means something that has happened already. So, still not reach is wrong. It should be reached. Okay. Here we have another parajumble. You all have to brush up on your grammar. So first figure out what can be the first sentence. Answer is A. Sure about it?
A.
So your A. So everyone says A? So wherever humans socialize, you can bet that the booze will follow, right? So that seems to be the most general statement. So we eliminate C and D anyway. So after R, what follows? Its omnipresence. Its omnipresence, what's omnipresence? All they'll give you, all they'll have to give up is, so just talking about give up. Now P says, its omnipresence plus its addictive qualities can make it really hard for people to stop drinking. All the others are talking about giving up. Now researchers are working on new alcohol monitoring. So S clearly follows R. So A is your answer. Right? Another one. You have to just put it into the chronological order. It's an event, chronology of events happening. So what will come first? I'm talking about which sentence will come first. Q will come first, right? So because the girls did not return home. So we can eliminate A
And the
and
answer is
B.
B.
Answer is
B.
B. Huh?
Yes.
Why do you think it's B?
By seeing the options.
Hmm? Kyati says it's C. Shri says B. What about the others? Eh?
It's sheesh.
Huh?
It's sheesh.
Sheesh, yeah. Sorry. Hmm? What?
C.
See? And see? Hmm? See? See or B?
By C. By C.
Acha, Shrish, can you read the paragraph in the order that you have chosen? That is B. Read it. You said B, no? So read it in that order and see if it's correct. So if you read it in the order of B, when the girls did not return to their home, who knew at once what had happened? Then it goes to firing into the camp. They killed two. Who? Who is the they? Girls? So is the they referred to in Q? No, no? So whenever you come up, the rule, remember the rule? Strategy, when you come up with a pronoun, the sentence before that should be clear about what the pronoun is referring to.
Ma'am, but as such, S is not giving any kind of all pronouns, like who are they referring to they in this function?
But R refers na कि
So it says, firing into the camp, they killed two of the Indians and frightened the rest away. Okay, let's look at the others. Then you say R comes after that. With some neighbors, he started in pursuit. So he fired into the camp first, or he started something. He started in pursuit, means he started finding. What will come first? You realize the girls are missing. What do you do after that? You gather other people and start finding. Right? And then rest of it follows. So, B will not be your answer. C is the answer. Got it now? Okay, now some vocabulary questions. Select the words similar in meaning. Huh? Want to try? Now the word is diffident. Any idea?
I guess separate.
Diffident. Okay, diffident is not something related to difference. That I can do. It is bashful, but what is the meaning of diffident and bashful? Huh? Being able to? No, it's not defeat, and bashful is also not what you are thinking of.
Pleasure.
वही बचा
Okay, so diffident actually means
the rest of the options, they are different and A is different. Somewhat
is different. How do you know annoy, separate, and bashful mean the same?
They are negative. They are
Then
into negative too. No.
Separate could be determined as negative.
Yes.
It could be positive as well.
diffident would mean something like modest, shy, somebody who doesn't open up.
Laterally.
Huh? It's not pleasure.
How diffident will fit in a sentence?
Huh? He is rather diffident. The group is rather diffident of including him, or he is diffident in joining in the activities, right? Something like that.
Separate.
Not really.
Bashful.
Your answer is bashful, but what does bashful mean? Bashful is not something to do with bashing up somebody. Yeah? So, surprisingly, bashful also means shy or reluctant. So, we can say modest, shy. So, here it will be shy or reluctant. Okay? So, better learn these words. Got it? So, they aren't what they seem to be. So pleasure, annoyance, separate are simple words you know. Okay, next one. Culminate. Your word is culminate. What does culminate mean?
Including
Culminate in something.
applying. Including applying. No.
No.
This is very frequently used word.
Very frequently used word.
आंसर ए है ना
Answer ये नहीं है.
ए नहीं है
No.
Communicate.
Culminate. The entire effort of the group culminated in the success of the project.
Contribution.
Not really contribution. Culminate is actually the end result. Climax. It relates to the climax. Culminate is the end result, or something that is coming out of. Right?
Culminated things.
Culminate means it is in a positive way. So you put in a lot of effort and it culminates in the result. That way. So whole amount of effort is put into something and then it culminates. Or it could also be like the climate change culminates in floods, right? Result, we can say. So the end, what is the end result of something? Okay, what does jeopardize mean? You said jeopardize. What does it mean? Capture.
It's some situation where you're stuck, what to do, you don't know what to do.
Sort of,
Difficult situation.
not just difficult situation, but good. Jeopardize would mean to, like, it's a negative word. You are destroying something. You are, like, in a critical sense, you are leading to failure. Yeah, he could have put in a little more effort, or he didn't put in much effort, and he jeopardized the, say, the, can say what? He jeopardized the situation that could have been a success, right? That is what jeopardize. ceremonious means. The rest of them you know. Okay, ceremonious, you know. So you here the word is opposite in meaning. Here we are looking for something that is opposite. What would the
Repetitive.
ceremonious could be
Opposite, no?
opposite? We're talking about opposite. Something that is ceremonious. Something that is ceremonious means it
Which
is
is very grand.
something that is grand. Yeah? Or ceremonious is grand, something that is celebrated, something that happens in a grand scale. So would it be repetitive?
Repetitive. Because repetitive means not that grand.
Repetitive is something that is happening over and over again.
Yeah.
Something that is happening on a grand scale can happen over and
Yeah.
over again. So would it be repetitive? No.
But here it will be abrupt.
Abrupt. So something that is ceremonious is happening on a grand scale. Something that is abrupt means it is insignificant. Right? So here it will be abrupt. Summation, you know?
Summarizing.
Summarizing or summation is not really summarizing, adding up. Summation is more of adding up. Okay, the 25th one, that's easy. Opposite of dunce. Dunce means somebody is a dunce. Means
Genius. Accurate.
dunce means
So,
dumb. So opposite is genius. Okay, now here we have meaning of the idiom or phrase, the litmus test. We had discussed this at one point. Yeah? So what does the litmus test mean?
measure the effectiveness of something.
Yeah, not really effectiveness, it's close, but it is more of, now, when do you do a litmus test?
To know the potency of something.
Not just potency.
A method that
So in the 10th standard तक तो साइंस किया है ना, litmus paper use किया है. What did you do?
To check whether
You check whether it's an acid or a base, right? So are we talking about potency? Yeah, when you go a little further, maybe when you come to the 11th, 12th, you can say that it turns more red or more blue. Okay, but basically to differentiate something, right? So what can you say? So are we talking about potency, viability, or something that is correct, or effectiveness? Effectiveness, viability, potency are more or less the same. So to know whether something is correct or not, that is called the litmus test. So when you put people into when you say, when you want to select the best out of a group of people to say for a difficult task, you are testing them. So you are giving them a task to which you can say this is the litmus test to see their endurance. Right? So litmus test is to see whether something is correct or not. Okay, bite off more than you can chew. Yeah, that means take more than required. Just that? It's an idiom. And we had done this in class, I don't know.
Taking more than required.
More than you can chew. So when you're eating something, you fill up your mouth and you can't chew it.
But idioms are not meant to be.
Idioms are not meant to be literal. Idioms are meant to be something more than that. So, bite off more than you can chew. Like you bit a large piece of pizza.
It can also apply to different situations, not only for eating.
It's a little more than what you require. It's rather, now, bite off more than you can chew is not able to complete a task due to lack of ability. You are not able, you don't have the capacity, but you are doing it. Right? You don't have the capacity to chew, but you have bitten it off. So we are talking about capacity. It's not literally take more than required, but more than you can do. Okay? Okay, what do we have here? So it's a complete sentence, the whole thing. You have to figure out which part is incorrect. So the cacophony of electioneering had hardly died down than a whole new suit of claims. Why isn't it complete? Claims appeared or came up, something like that. So it should be there. It should be something like this. Okay, so which part is grammatically incorrect? I must have missed out on typing or this. So grammatically, what do you think?
A, B.
Why A? What is wrong in A?
B.
Hmm? What's wrong in B?
Died down doesn't make sense.
Died down.
Died and down.
Died down.
Died down.
Died down is an idiomatic phrase.
Ma'am, I think so. It was the election, like it's doubly.
Cacophony of electioneering. Cacophony means?
Negative, negative.
Cacophony. Cacophony.
Not harsh sound, some kind of
High sound.
high.
So all the noise.
Yeah.
So in elections, what happens?
Election.
Before the election, there is always this campaigning and a whole lot of.
But we don't say
No.
election here.
Electioneering is the process. Right? The process is called electioneering.
Isn't it election? The process of
Election is the event, the election. Electioneering is whatever is going on over a period of time.
going.
So everything that is associated with election.
Okay.
So the cacophony is the noise of electioneering had hardly died down. So all the excitement and all the noise about elections had hardly died down. Then a whole new set of claims came. You can say came up. Arose could be the word that was missing. So grammar, where is the grammar? Is it wrong anywhere? Hmm?
Then
Read the whole sentence.
And B,
What in B?
T-H-A-N,
Huh?
T-H-A-N की जगह T-H-A-N.
Then
Then,
no sooner than it's there.
skip
hardly, okay, had hardly, hardly के साथ क्या आएगा? No sooner than, hardly when.
When,
Hardly is associated with When. Remember the correlative conjunctions? Hardly, when, no sooner than. Hardly is not followed, so here we have hardly, and hardly died down. So hardly will be followed by when.
Still B.
Okay? Got it?
Still B.
Okay, let's look at this one. Try this one. This you should do. Let's see if you remember. First read it as a single sentence.
A.
A. What's wrong with it?
It's not directions, it should be as per the direction of army wedding.
Could be directions.
B.
The letter gave directions to everybody. B.
But the direction. The direction.
The directions of the letter, specific directions that the letter gave. Right? Can be. B. What's wrong in B?
Each of the mistakes that you do.
B, the mistake is each of the mistakes has to be corrected.
Has to be correct. So remember, each. Now here, what is the subject? Each is the subject. What do we have here? Of the mistakes coming in the middle. What's the verb? Have. Have should be associated with each. So it should be singular. Right? Got it now? Each singular. Of prepositional phrase comes in the middle. You have to be very careful of. Dangerous person here. If you are not careful of, you get your answer wrong. Right? So this is your option. Okay. Now what do we have here? Substitute a word for the given sentence. A group of people hired to upload. I think I know this. Really? Okay, let's see. Group of people hired to upload. Here is the difference. Hired to upload or abuse a performer or public speaker.
ऑप्शन ए तो एलिमिनेट हो जाएगा.
Mob means
और मतलब
a large group of people. Yeah, usually mob is when it becomes unruly. That's when we call it mob. Right?
ऑप्शन सी भी एलिमिनेट होगा.
Throng. Throng is also a large group of people usually. Huh?
बी और डी का मतलब पता नहीं है.
What does throng mean?
Throng is a large group of people which is usually associated with moving forward. A throng of people suddenly came in. That's where we call throng. Mob is when your mob means an unruly group of people. Unruly group of people could be associated with mob. So here you have, write it down, it's clerk. Clerk is a group of people that is hired for a purpose. Usually, you hire a group of people to applaud or abuse somebody.
Hired for this specific thing or generally?
This specific thing. Say there's a meeting going on, right? A person is giving a speech, and suddenly there's a group of people who is booing that person. They are maybe hired, so they are hired for that specific purpose, right?
Pose.
Huh? Posing. Pose means a group which is for a specific activity. It is related to activity. Say a pose of artists, a pose of dancers, right? So that's where pose comes in. So that's all we have in this. Yeah? Huh? कहाँ जाना है जोर से बोलो.
I have to go to my family, man or relatives place.
हाँ तो उनको नहीं बोला कि 5:30 तक क्लास रहता है. हाँ तो okay, so whatever we did today, everyone got it? Huh? So now, what you learning from here? What did you not know? And what do you have to do?
The meaning of the words. Yeah.
Vocab and also grammar. Paragraphs, paragraph completions you can manage.
Yeah.
Next time we'll do some completion, parajumble and other revisions. So come prepared with revising your grammar rules. And I don't think your people are even trying to do any vocabulary. बंद करके रख देना. 5 words every day. No one is doing. How are you going to improve vocabulary? Difficult words तो नहीं आएंगे. Even the simple ones you won't be able to do. So you people who are in the 11th, if you don't start now, you're going to have a difficulty. Future in oversight 12th all over. What's your vocab like?
What's my
What's your vocab like?
like?
Are you confident?
No.
No. Still not started?
Started but not able to be consistent.
So you have to be consistent. Exam hai, ye hai, wo hai. All sorts of excuses will come in. But what's your focus? What's your focus? You have to crack it. So, excuses will crack it? No. Excuses don't crack it. You have to be consistent. You have to put in at least 3 hours for preparation. If you can't brush up on your... See, vocab, karte raho, everything you will, 100% you will not remember. That's for sure. We won't remember everything. But a word we came across, write down the meaning, it will strike you, yeah, I did this word somewhere. Then you do it again. Now why I tell you to write it down? So you can revise again. Right? Vocab is very important. About 50% of marks will go if you don't know your vocab properly. So vocab is not about only find the meaning of this. It comes in everywhere. Comprehension से लेके analogy तक सब में आएगा. So you have to brush up on that. Okay? So, okay. ये Bangalore वाले के लिए this week, how much time are you putting in?
I'll start from Monday because we courses are starting from 12. I need to complete my syllabus by tomorrow. So I have 4 days extra.
So you can do one thing, syllabus complete karo. Can you put aside 1 hour every day by the time you complete your syllabus? Today 1 hour, tomorrow 1 hour. Yeah? How strong are you in quants and logical reasoning?
Logical is much more better.
Logical is good. So that's your strength. So 15 questions you can do. Right? 15 questions logical reasoning का है. DI and quants मिला के it will be 30 questions. So about 15 for both. Right? So quants is good. Because the sample paper that they have given, you can share the sample paper on the group. So you don't have to go searching for it again. I've got the PDF downloaded, so I'll put it in. Right? So once the questions that I saw weren't very difficult, but yeah, even the verbal questions were not difficult. But you have to use your analysis. Same way in all of them. They are looking for your analytical skills. Okay? So make sure you practice properly. Now you can't practice 100% anymore. 1 week में 100% नहीं होगा. But we have done quite a bit. अभी तक जो भी किया है, revise and do some questions. So when you do questions, you come to know, अच्छा, this I am weak at. I couldn't do this one. So at least you will know where you have to work. So you can put an end to it. Okay? So next Sunday we are not having any class. छुट्टी है.
Tomorrow also there is no class.
Tomorrow there is no class. Because there were, I think, some students appearing for tries and I to नहीं आज कुछ. So that's why we are not having class tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the test type.
Class. And next Saturday is then. So next Saturday, I think from 11th on up in here, we'll see if we can have class. That depends if they work. Okay? Okay then. Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye. And all the best to you. And if you have any doubts, any problems, you can message. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Welcome.